Wow, what a content! So, Jason, thank you so much for inviting us to your fantastic farm. Please, can you just introduce yourself and tell what do you do, how you actually ended up having a farm in the desert?
Yeah, sure. My name is Jason Moore. Everyone calls me the water guy. I'm into 3 clean businesses. One is this organic farm. I love this so much. I wish we could even brand it as like a delicacy, you know, like call it local food, like sell it for some. I wouldn't do this, but you could sell this for like 20 dirhams for this because it's so tasty. I wouldn't do that though. We like to serve the community, so we sell a pretty decent priced box.
But are those sunflowers?
It's organic, fresh, a whole row. And by the way, feel free to pick whatever you want. Try it as we're walking. Who wants to pick cherry tomatoes?
Yay! Yay! Cherry tomatoes. This is what makes me excited.
Even the ones that are still a little bit sour.
Let's try it. You like tomatoes?
Hi guys.
Today we are on where?
The best part of the season, because we don't fight the summer heat, we only grow during the winter. It uses a lot less water. The plants are very happy. So much less problems in the summer. We need summer farming for food security and technology, but we choose the opposite side of the coin. We do the winter farming to be easier on the environment and to provide very, very tasty, happy vegetables, organically grown. So that's one. The second one is natural mineral water. Can you hold this for a second?
Sure.
Oops, there goes the Nibs fruit. I'm a big fan of natural mineral water.
Oh yeah.
Which is 100 years of chemistry in the earth. And people say, oh, that's a plastic bottle. You're organic. What are you doing? Well, there's no perfect solution, you know. There's either desalinated water, which you have to filter, which is demineralized with minerals added back, or you're drinking out of a glass bottle, which takes so much energy to make and move around, or out of a plastic bottle, which you should definitely keep out of the heat. You don't want to drink water that tastes like plastic, which we do. We use chilled and dehumidified shipping and storage. But there's no perfect answer, but we're going to go in more into that later. And then the last thing is the world's cleanest battery with no mined materials.
That's amazing. How can you actually spread your energy into 3 different businesses? Like, how can you manage all of it and manage fantastically?
Well, Maria, I read Steve Jobs' book. Have you read that?
Oh, the huge one?
Yeah, the huge one.
Okay.
And he says you can't do more than 3 things.
Like 3 activities.
Yeah, 3 business activities. And I've chosen 3 very valuable activities, but with different kind of purposes and different spans, different expectations on timing.
Mm-hmm.
For example, this organic farm. This is not a huge business.
Mm-hmm.
We have 4 hectares, 8 acres, and we deliver to homes in Dubai and Abu Dhabi weekly during the winter. That business is about serving the community.
Mm-hmm.
People don't spend a lot on vegetables, so it's a good community cause. And through the visits, we can become profitable, but our goal is not to become rich from this. Our goal is to make people happy locally.
Wow.
And the second business, the water, I think is more of a longer term span. First of all, we're lucky to have clean, sweet, desalinated water in the desert. You don't know, but some people don't know how fortunate are we to have this clean water here. When you wash your dishes or when you take a shower, that water, we're lucky to have it. Most people don't have that in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
Or haven't had it in the past years. However, humans drink a couple billion liters a year here, for example, where trees drink trillions of liters. So I say humans, if you get the chance, if you have the ability, drink a little bit of natural mineral water. See this mountain? This is called Sierra Nevada, which is in Granada, Al-Andalus. Behind Casa al Hamra, there's these high mountains. Imagine snowy mountains behind a palace. And then all that snow up there, imagine 100 years ago, that snow is what you drank today, because the snow melts into the mountain and it's H2O, and it takes minerals from the rocks inside the earth. It's taking minerals and it forms compounds. So it does that for every minute of the day, and then every day and every month. Imagine chemistry for decades, for 100 years. And then the Earth's magnetic forces push it back up, falls out of the earth, and then we bottle. You're getting 100 years of chemistry, and then we ship it in a refrigerated and dehumidified 40-foot ship container.
Wow.
Which protects the water by haptic. And when it gets here, of course we keep it chilled. So we protect this the entire time until you drink it, so it tastes like it's right out of the mountain. And then the third is my major focus, is the most opportunity at the moment, because Lighton and out of Silicon Valley has revolutionary leapfrog technology that allows lithium sulfur batteries to work, meaning we have batteries that are more energy density, less weight, less cost, and no mined materials, that is getting ready to grow globally.
Wow.
So that's the real prime focus, with the other two very important, one for the community and one for further down the road.
Since we are on your farm, I would like to concentrate more on this topic.
Okay.
And we are holding fantastic organic carrot and the beetroot, which are serving us as the microphones. But later on, we will see them in the soup. I would like to ask you about how can we trust that it is organic?
That's a very good question, because many people don't trust this organic symbol. It's a symbol at the end of the day. It's a brand, and it represents something. Around the world, it's supposed to represent a very clean produce. Here in the UAE, you must grow organic plants in the earth to achieve the organic certification. Now, how can you trust that someone delivers an organic vegetable like we do, that it's organic? Because we have to use all organic inputs. And there's two ways that they verify that every year with the government inspection. One of them is by checking to make sure on our records that all the inputs are organic, meaning non-GMO seeds, which qualifies for organic. Meaning anything you use to keep pests away must be natural, no nasty heavy metals. The fertilizer must be certified organic. And the second way to prove, how do you know this is true, is because they take, and this happens every year, soil, which you can see around us, the sand, which is soil, they take a sample. They take a sample of a vegetable and a sample of our water, and they do a chemical analysis, and we have to pay for this every year, basically to show there's no heavy metal pesticides in our produce or in the soil. The whole point of this is to make sure when the consumers see the organic symbol that they can trust it.
Yeah.
So we spend money, and the government ensures the credibility so that the consumers can trust the organic brand.
That's really important. And I think that the biggest issue now in the world is when we see this organic food, organic vegetables or fruits. As we know, usually they add the pesticides.
But a pesticide keeps the pests away, but we want to make sure it's not the heavy metal pesticide.
Yeah,
we want to make sure it's an organic pesticide.
Exactly.
Certified organic.
Exactly. Like the healthy one, that it's not harming our bodies, you know?
Yeah, like neem, like from the neem tree.
Yes.
Or hot pepper spray, or even things as simple as salt. Are ways to keep pests away that are natural. It's also important to have good soil. And somebody asked today, we were hanging out, we had a few visitors.
Yeah.
From different parts of the world. That's the UAE. We have people from all around the world here. Welcome and feeling at home. And one of them asked, do you move the crops from location to location? And my answer was, that's the most important part of organic farming. We have to rotate these vegetables every year. It can't be in the same place next year.
Oh yes, you have to change the locations for each, right?
Yeah,
Vegetable.
because there's different families of vegetables, and each family takes certain minerals out of the earth. So if you left the same plant there year after year after year, the same type of vegetable, it would take the same minerals out of the earth and deplete the minerals from the earth. That's not sustainable. Very important to rotate them. It also helps to keep the pests from attacking by rotating the families, and that's what we do every year here.
So now we're gonna explore the date world.
700 date palms here in this area, in this farm.
Wow, that is fantastic.
And a big variety on Amoria. By the way, you have some female trees and some male palm trees as well. You need both to make dates. But
So dates, it's like a children.
kind of like that. And there's different varieties, so many varieties of dates in the world. And on this farm, we have different varieties such as Nagal, which is the first date of the season. I believe here it's late May, if I'm correct. And we have Khalas. Oh, what's the one that's very famous? Khalas Khanesi.
Ah, the one that is growing in the Saudi? No?
The one in Saudi that's very famous. There's a lot growing in Saudi, but one of the very famous ones, Mejdul. We do have a couple Mejdul trees. They're also grown in Tunisia and in California. Anyway, so many varieties of dates, and they're all delicious in their own way. I love the dates here so much.
It's like a jungle, but with the palms, you know?
Exactly, yeah.
Palm jungles. Baby palm do 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 do. Baby palm do 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 do.
That's actually a funny story. Can I tell a funny story?
Yeah.
So, originally we were calling this local food, just on our own when this first started. And I wanted to trademark it. So I went to the Ministry of Economy and I asked, can I trademark local food? And the lady who worked there said, no, because it's a general name. You can't trademark that. And she typed on the computer and she goes, well, what about local food? And she didn't know local means crazy in Spanish.
Yeah.
But it sounds like local in Arabic. So it was the perfect combination.
Exactly.
So it's something that people will remember, something fun like local, like the Spanish, local, but it's also sounds like local in Arabic, and that's how we came up with the name local food. But on that note, usually people remember local, they don't remember the food part.
Shout out to all of the Spanish viewers.
There you go. Yeah, and please visit our farm. And then we're getting ready to enter another type of tree called the Nibs, or Sidr tree. Sorry, the Sidr tree makes the Nibs fruit. The Sidr tree, if you've seen the yellow-ish and the darker honeys here, that's the Sidr and the summer honey. The Sidr, the lighter honey, comes from the bees that pollinate the Sidr tree. The honeybees make the light honey, but it also produces a fruit called jojobi or called Nibs. And it almost tastes like an apple, but it's more like a date with a pit in the middle.
But it looks almost the same as the apples.
It's crunchy like an apple too.
I'm the tester.
This is the continuation of the challenge of eat the whole farm within 24 hours.
It's actually sweet.
We also have seen some of the animals you have. Hi. Excuse me, sir. You have a nice horns. I love those. Whoa.
The animals are not considered organic because we cannot grow the alfalfa animal feed for them here because there's not enough water, and we can't import it because it's too expensive to import organic. Everything, remember, for organic farming, every input has to be organic on the whole chain. So therefore, the animals are not organic, but we sell those not under a different entity to the market in Al Ain.
Got it. Amazing. And if, for example, there will be some people who really want to visit your farm, they want to see how the vegetables are growing.
Like the children today.
Yeah.
Their parents wanted to say, hey, the food you eat at home, you need to know where it originates. Where does it come from? They can very simply, and by the way, on top of that, they can see the animals. The animals are here. They can also hang out and see the turkeys and the ducks and the sheep and the baby chicks and the baby ducks. and it's so much fun and a very healthy experience. When you're out here, how do you feel right now?
Oh, amazing. I love that. I felt like I was the one that's from the kids, like I'm a 5-year-old and I was just running around, oh my God, look at this, look at that. Meh. Guys, I just want to ask you questions. Just one. And by the way, the people who are coming, even today, fantastic people, very nice, very kind, and the whole experience felt amazing. So thank you so much for that. I really, really enjoyed it. And guys, just keep in mind that if you want to be healthy, if you want to look good, you have to eat good. So
yeah, and smile and get outdoors and let's enjoy this beautiful country we're in.
yeah, positive vibes.
As I saw in your video the other day, every moment is a chance to find happiness. Don't wait for the next weekend or enjoy the moment right now and join us in the organic farm, local food.
Amazing.
And then have some natural mineral water. And by the way, we recycle this. We pick them up when people order. We have a system where we pick up the old bottles and then take them to a D-grade recycling factory in Kizad, which is right next to our chilled refrigerated warehouse. So it's a full circle economy, and that's why we're good for the environment. We ensure this gets recycled and doesn't get thrown in the ocean somewhere.
That's fantastic. That's one of the biggest reasons to order this water. By the way, there's fun fact also. Jason, after he washed his hands, he just put some of the water on his hands to make sure that it's going to be moisturized.
Now they're going to think I'm a little bit... The reason I do that is the water here is a bit minerally. Tiny splash to dilute the minerals. But another thing I do, which might sound a little bit out there also, but it helps a lot, is the last step of my shower, because your shower water has chlorine in it.
Yeah.
Which can dry out your hair. Plus, it's desalinated with the basic minerals added back. So what I do to dilute out the chlorine and add all the minerals, like jumping in a natural mineral water stream in Europe.
Oh.
I pour it in my hair, run it through my hair, and that is diluting out the chlorine and adding all the minerals.
The microphone even fell. Wow, what a content. How many helpers do you have? Like to manage all of this farm? I wonder how many people.
A good handful.
Yeah?
And they work hard. They work as a team. Very important. Farming can get a bit chaotic, different personalities.
Right.
So teamwork is very, very vital to success. Yeah?
You can tell by the farm that it was a good teamwork,
It's like being on a boat in the middle of the ocean. You really the crew has to work well together.
Yeah, definitely. Because by yourself, I don't know, it's not possible to manage it.
No, absolutely not. Hey, Sahel, do you want to say something about the farm?
The best deal on sending you organic produce to the house, so that we're big customers of that. So every time we come to the farm, we get some freebies as well, right? That's always nice.
That's true. They take some freebies. And also, Sahel produces Green Abu Dhabi, and local food was a sponsor for Green Abu Dhabi.
So I didn't know you want to go into all of that. Yeah, I produce Green Abu Dhabi, which is a big thing in Abu Dhabi, an art show, getting everyone to be more environmental and stuff like that. And local foods is not only doing everything environmentally conscious as well, but they're organic. And on top of that, because of the water that they use, which is in plastic, but that plastic is recycled. And then on top of that, if you give him recycled bottles when you're done, he turns them into t-shirts. So there's lots of reasons to come here other than just enjoying a day at the farm.
And local food, always local, always organic. We welcome you to visit our local organic farm.
Cheers. Thank you so much, Jason.
Ana Maria, it's been a pleasure.
That was amazing.
This is, anyone?
Ketchup?
Samira?
Ketchup?
No, that's an actual microphone.
Hey guys, what are you doing? My friend, is it not too high for you?
Oh, damn.
I want to try though.
Is that all?
No, not this one. Not from the ground. I'm sorry.
Wow.
What a gentleman. Be careful, ladies. Be careful.
So a palm tree can be a male and a female as well.
And
Yep.
what about the ones that are not decided yet?
Very funny, Anna-Marie.
No one wants to give me the interview though. I just want to ask you questions. Just one.
All right, redo it a second time. Just kidding.